Hey, check this out.
Nice shot on that moving target. You took 2 attempts to nail it, but you made it count. Keep that focus steady.
What mixed target can I try to improve?
Start with the 5 meters target right ahead of you. It is a good distance to warm up your rhythm before moving on to the further ones. Keep your movement smooth.
In this tutorial, we'll explore dynamic context in Unreal Engine through 3 levels of awareness. The first level is manual awareness, where we programmatically send events and state updates to the character, like making it welcome the player or react when the gun is picked up. The second level is automatic awareness, which comes from tagging objects in the scene. Once we add Convey Object components to the targets, the character can understand where those objects are, what the player is looking at, which objects are nearby, and even whether a target is moving. The third level is semi-automatic awareness, where we mark specific properties for the character to track. In our tutorial, we'll track each target's hit count so the character can understand how many times every target has been hit and respond accordingly. We'll also use the debug overlay to see exactly what information is being fed into the character's dynamic context. Now, before we begin, do make sure to add the Convey plugin to your project if you haven't done that already. Watch the full tutorial linked in the description to get started. Also, make sure that you have enabled Convey actions, which you can do by clicking on the Convey chatbot component and checking the Enable Actions option. Now, without any further ado, let's jump right into the tutorial. We'll start with manual awareness, where we'll first get our character to welcome the player. Click on the character and then open its blueprint. From the Components menu, drag and drop the Convey chatbot component into the blueprint. We'll be running a function named Invoke Speech, which is needed when we want the character to say something. I'll keep the trigger message simple. Welcome the player and ask him to pick up the gun. The second thing I'd like to do is get the character to look at the player. So I'll use setLookAtTarget. And for the reference, I will get the player pawn. Let's give it a try.
Welcome to the range. Good to see you. Whenever you're ready, grab your gear and let's get started.
It would be nice if, after picking up the gun, the character responded to the action. Let's make it happen. Select the weapon spawner and click on Edit Blueprint. Over here, the logic is pretty simple. Whenever there is an overlap with the player, it will add the particular weapon it is spawning to the player. It would be better if we'd add the speech logic to the player blueprint itself. But just for simplicity, we'd be adding it here. I'll add a sequence here and connect it like so. Also add getFirstConveyChatbot component here. And over here, I'll call a function named addContextEvent. This function is quite different from Invoke Speech, because there, you're asking the character to say something, while here, we're simply telling the character that something has happened. Before I connect it, I'll also add a doOnce function, because I don't want the character to repeat this event over and over. Here, I'll mention player picked up the gun. I'll set should respond to always, as it would ideally be a one-time interaction, the character responding when the player picks the gun up. I'll set the delivery mode to send normally, because it's okay if this event interrupts the character. If ephemeral is true, then this text would not live in the character's context for long, so we'll keep it unchecked since we don't want that to happen. Flush immediately basically tells the character, should we respond to this event immediately or not? We would want the character to respond immediately, so let's check this. We usually keep this unchecked in case of any optimizations we'd be doing in the background, but in this case, it's fine. Flush immediately is best used for events that happen one time or that we'd like the character to know about immediately. Before I test it, let me tell you about a cool feature that currently exists. What happens if I pick up the gun before the character welcomes us? This will actually aggregate both messages, the welcome and the pickup messages, and make the character produce a message that is coherent and takes into consideration all the information. Let's just pick up the gun.
Welcome to the range. Glad you could make it. Oh, I see you've already got the gear in hand. Good. Let's see what you've got. Whenever you're ready, take your pick of the boards and let's see those groupings.
The next stage here is that I'd like the character to know how many bullets we're shooting. So let's work on that next. Head over to World Settings, and under Selected Game Mode, browse to Default Pawn Class, and double-click to open up the blueprint. Here, whenever the player clicks on the shooting button, the gun starts firing. The better logic would be to track the weapon rather than the player, especially in the case of an auto weapon. But right now, we're tracking how many times the player hits the left mouse button. So I'm going to get first convey chatbot component, and I'll call a function named setContextState. I will provide a name for the property we'd be tracking for the shots fired. The moment you create this state, it will create a property on the chatbot component, which we can use to get the value. So let's first create another function here called getContextState. I'll copy the name of the property and paste it here. I would like to convert this output into an integer. Increment it by 1 and connect that integer back to the value. Initially, the state doesn't exist, so the output value of the state would be empty and would be translated to 0. When we add 1 here, the value here would become 1, and the event or state would be generated. Let's look at the other properties. I would set shouldRespond to never, as we'd like to silently update the character about the shots being fired, and there's no need for it to speak every time. I'll set the delivery mode to send normally, and I'll keep flush immediately unchecked since it's not needed in this case. The value will keep getting updated, and this is better for a one-time operation.
Welcome to the range. Glad you could make it. You've already got the gear, so let's see what you can do. Ready when you are.
How many shots have I shot so far?
You've taken 3 shots so far? Keep your focus. Quantity doesn't mean much if the grouping isn't tight.
Now, this concludes manual awareness. Let's move on to automatic awareness, where we tag different objects in the scene and the character gets out-of-the-box spatial understanding of these objects. The character will understand where the object is in relation to itself, the user, or the other objects as well. It also includes understanding which objects are moving, which aren't, and which direction something is moving in. I'll select one of these targets and open the blueprint for them all. Here, I'll add a Convey Object component. Adding it to one of them would also add it to the rest, since they all share the same blueprint. That also includes the moving one we have here, because it's actually a child class of this one here, so it inherits the components. I'll give each of the objects a different name. This one here is 5 meters, the next is 10 meters, and this one is 15 meters. Finally, we'll name this one the 20-meter target. I am not going to mention the moving nature of this target. I'll go to the Player blueprint, then go to Convey Player and Gaze Attention. I will enable it, which will inform the character which convey object the player is looking at. Now, let's give it a try.
Welcome to the course. Glad to have you here. I see you have already grabbed the gear, so let us get started. Go ahead and take aim at that 10-meter target whenever you are ready.
So it already acknowledges one of the targets here. Which target am I currently looking at?
You are currently looking at the 5-meter target right to my left.
Which target is right next to me?
The 10-meter target is sitting right there next to you. Take a steady breath before you squeeze the trigger.
Which target is moving?
The 20-meter target is the one on the move. It is drifting to your right. Try to lead your shots a bit if you decide to take a crack at it.
Now if you press Ctrl-Alt-K, you will be able to see all the different context states surrounding the event, which is all the information being fed to the character at any given instance. So I can see events like the player picking up the gun, and as soon as I fired a shot, the context state increased to 1. So yeah, this debug overlay helps you understand the information that is currently being fed to the character. I can also see live updates here. For example, player reached shows that I am already with the character. You can also see information here about the 20-meter target moving, so it's always updating the dynamic context. So, this concludes part 2. Now, for semi-automatic awareness, let's look at an example where we'd like to track how many times each target has been hit. Right now, if we hit the targets, we are only updating the global number of shots. We are not updating how many times we've hit any of the targets. So, to add that, click on one of the targets and open the blueprint. Here, we'd like to track this property that we already have, called hit count. So, every time a target is hit, we play an audio and increment the hit count value. To do that, go to Convey Object, then under Tracked Properties, we're going to add a new tracked property. Here, you'll specify where the property is, so select Hit Count, and that is basically it. I don't need the character to respond every time the target is hit, so I will keep Should Respond as Never, so the character gets notified silently. Another thing I'd like to mention is movement awareness, which is set to true by default. This is how the character understands whether a target is moving or not. There is also a movement state, which adds a context state of movement to the character, similar to the shots fired state from earlier. Now, finally, for the moving target, I will navigate to the tracked properties and set Should Respond to Auto, since it holds a lot more significance than a static target, and I would like the character to make the decision on whether it should respond to the user hitting this moving target. Let's give it another try.
Welcome to the range. Glad to see you're ready to go. So let's get started. Pick up that gun and show me what you can do.
So I'll again press Ctrl-Alt-K, and as you can see here, we're able to see the hit count context states.
Four hits out of 5 shots. Not bad, but you're leaving that 15 meters target untouched. Focus your sights and try again.
So it understood that I haven't hit the 15-meter target. And it responded because it understood that I hit the moving target.
Better. You're finding your rhythm now, but that 15 meters target is still waiting for you. Don't overthink it, just take a breath and make the shot. There we go. You finally took that 15 meters target down. Solid recovery on those shots.
So, what is my accuracy so far on each range?
Let us look at the math. At 5 meters, you hit 2 out of 2. At 10 meters, you hit 1 out of 1. At 15 meters, you hit 2 out of 2. And at 20 meters, you are 3 for 4. You are shooting consistent and keeping your head in the game.
All right, so that concludes our tutorial on the 3 different levels of scene awareness. Hope you found it helpful, and see you next time. For integration issues, drop your queries at forum.convey.com. To start building your own intelligent, fully interactive, spatially aware embodied agents, visit convey.com. And also, check out our extensive documentation and wide range of tutorials. If you find these videos helpful, do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks again for watching, and see y'all very soon.